Frank Fritz, the American Pickers star, passed away in September of last year, 2 years after having a crippling stroke in July 2022. But a lawyer challenged Frank's will more than 4 months after his passing. To decide what will happen to Frank's estate, the lawsuit seeks a trial. What you need to know about the impending court case is provided here. Frank Fritz's will is under legal attack. Frank's attorney filed a will prior to death in October 2023, 1 year after his stroke, in order to safekeep the document when Frank passed away in September 2024. 3 weeks after Frank passed away, a certificate approving the will was issued. But in December, one of Frank's buddies had a lawyer make an appearance on her behalf. Another lawyer filed a petition to set aside will and jury demand in probate court in February. In a technical sense, this indicates that the lawyer wants Frank's will declared void by the courts. However, because the case was sealed, and the public cannot see the documents, there are no open records of the arguments made in support of this. Frank had about $6 million in net worth at the time of his death. To safeguard Frank's health and assets following his stroke in July 2022, his family filed for guardianship and conservatorship. Midwest One Bank was the conservator, and his friend Chris Davis was the guardian. A document stating that Frank lacked the capacity to make decisions was also shared in the lawsuit at the time. The court documents stated that decisions must be made for Mr. Fritz's care and placement while he continues to recover and receive treatment for his injuries. To prevent him from suffering harm right away, a guardian and conservator must be appointed. What takes place with Frank Fritz's wealth and will next? Frank Fritz Fines, located in Savannah, Illinois, was owned by Frank. This had numerous outbuildings in addition to a vast array of goods. According to the court documents, he earned $60,000 a year from investments, had no liens recorded against him, and was unemployed at the time. Jerry Gendreau, a longtime friend of Frank's, announced that all of his antiques will go up for auction. According to Jerry, everything should proceed well because of all of Frank's supporters, and it will distribute these valuables to those who admired and followed the reality TV personality. Additionally, Jerry stated that Frank's story within the Hog Dogs would continue to function. What will happen to Frank's riches and will remains unknown. It appears that the primary contention is that the will was created after Frank suffered a stroke and lost the capacity to make his own legal decisions. Who amended the will and whether they were able to do it legally will determine the outcome. How do you feel about the fight over Frank Fritz's fortune? Tell us in the comments section below.